Hello, my name is Beth King-Smith and I'm here today with my colleague Caroline Cowley. We are part of the Disputed Wills, Trusts and Estates team. Today we are here to have a conversation around disappointed beneficiaries and what they can do.
So Beth, in your experience then, what can somebody do if they come to you and they're disappointed that they've been left out of a parent's will or a spouse's will? Is there any claim that they can bring?
To bring a claim as a child, there is no immediate entitlement. So unlike in countries like France and Italy, we in the UK don't have any automatic right that just because you're a child, you should get something from your parents' will. With adult children, it can sometimes be quite difficult to bring a claim against your parents' estate unless you can prove that you were maintained by your parents to some extent. So that could be, let's say you're at university and you've been receiving your fees and your accommodation costs from your parent. That would be a really good example of daddy or mummy maintained you. If you're in your 40s and you're a banker and married and got 2 children and don't have any needs and are not maintained, then that is going to be a much harder claim to bring. So a lot of it does depend on to what extent you were maintained by your parent. I think, Caroline, you were asking also about spouses and partners. Perhaps you could tell us about that.
If your partner, your husband or wife dies, but they didn't leave a legacy for you, you didn't benefit under their will, then you're able to claim under the Inheritance Act as well. And actually, you don't have to show that you were maintained by the deceased or that you have any real financial need. You just need to show that you were married and you'd been married for a certain length of time and provide details as to the lifestyle that you lived, and potentially you could then get an award out of their estate.
People sometimes have second marriages. It's what we call blended families now. It's very common. As a second wife, I think there is a fair expectation that you ought to be maintained and provided for from your husband's will. That can be one of the things that we can certainly help with.